Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, guys. It has been a while.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
We've been busy with basically the summer of vacations and working and things like that. We do have some projects. We've been working on them. We haven't been doing much filming. So
That's right.
Logan has bought a piece of junk. So
absolutely. What else would I buy?
Yeah. So we did travel a couple hours and get him a vehicle, and we're going to show you guys that now. He's got a couple of things he needs to do to it. Why don't you explain to us? I'm going to show him the vehicle, and you kind of explain what we're going to be doing to it.
Sounds good. All right, so vehicle is a 2011 Subaru WRX. It is just the WRX, not an STI, but got a pretty good deal on it. Has about 110,000 miles on it. It does need some work, and we'll go over a few things that it's going to need. I have already washed it. It was in really rough shape when we got it. Just hasn't been washed in a while, but it's somewhat clean now. It definitely needs to be polished. The paint probably looks really good on camera. It's not that great. Other things it needs, if you can see the cardboard under it, it does have an oil leak. Typical Subaru. It is a typical Subaru. So definitely leaking both sides valve cover gaskets.
Well, there's that some issues with the paint he was talking about.
Yep. So front bumper, and then the hood scoop also has some clear coat that's coming off. And there is the passenger side skirt. Also has a little nick in it right here. So we'll need to address that as well. But overall, runs really well.
Yeah, this thing had some work done to it, right?
It did have some work done to it. It did have, I don't know if this is the original engine that's in it, to be honest. I know the previous owner said that he rebuilt it completely. I don't know if he rebuilt the original one or if this is another one he rebuilt. But we did drive it, roughly 2 hours, so yeah, it runs good.
Yeah, it's 110,000 miles, something like that.
110,000. Of course, it's a 5-speed. New clutch, new flywheel. It does have a downpipe, and it does not have a muffler.
Yeah, it is loud.
It is loud, and we will have to do something about that. It's to that point. So interior is in really good shape. Obviously, we have it up on the lift, so we can't really show you that right now. But today we're going to be working on the oil leak. So we got some stuff to do under the hood, and then also under the car, because the valve covers are not easy to get to. Anything else?
I don't think so. We'll get the car situated and get started. All right, Logan, so what do we got to do here?
Well, we got a lot of stuff to take out. Battery, whatever this is some kind of, maybe, I don't know, some PCV system. I don't know. This is going to the breathers, so some kind of weird thing that's added to the top of the oil fill. It has to come off because the oil fill line has to come off.
Hey, if you guys know what this is, let us know in the comments.
Let us know, yeah. And then on this side, we obviously have to take off all the intake stuff. And I'm hoping that's it, but we'll see.
You know, if you'd have bought a normal 4-cylinder like a Honda, the valve cover's right on top.
That's true.
Or the valve cover is right on top.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. But it doesn't have a turbo.
The new ones do, right?
If I bought a new one with a turbo and it was leaking oil already, I would be disappointed.
show you guys kind of what we're working with here. All I've done is remove the air box. Now I'm trying to get to these coil packs right here. Get those out. Got a 12 millimeter holding these in. Okay, Logan's removing the secondary air pump, or he already did. Now he's removing the hose that goes to it.
And then we should be able to access the top of the valve cover at least.
And you've already got the coil packs out?
I've got one of the coil packs out.
Okay.
I can't even see the second one.
Perfect. All right. So there's 3 bolts on the bottom here. 2 I could get from up top, which is right here, and in the back you may not be able to see. We don't have a charge flashlight.
We have a whole thing right there.
Bingo, found one. Going for this middle one right here. And they're tight.
What do you think the torque spec is on this? I mean, obviously you can't get a torque wrench on most of this stuff.
I'm gonna say Milwaukee ratchet.
I'm thinking like 18 foot-pounds. Oh, we got a problem with my Tulsa.
Not surprised. All right, valve cover's off. I'd say it's a job well done.
Did you get the valve cover off already?
It's up there.
Oh, you mean it's loose?
It is no longer connected to the engine.
Oh, okay.
Going for, there's a bolt there, trust me. And it's right here.
You want the one that doesn't have the flex?
No, that's good. I'm good.
Can you touch it?
I'm on it right there.
I feel like that one's going to be tough to put back in.
This one right here is a humdinger. It is on the bottom. Tough to get to. Logan's getting it. You can kind of see it right there, I believe.
Now you can see it. I'll move my hand.
No, you got it. Go ahead. All right, guys, update. We did get this side off. It was kind of a pain. We actually ended up having to remove the bottom nuts that hold the engine to the engine mounts and jack up the engine probably, what, an inch maybe?
If that.
On this side,
Yeah.
to allow us enough clearance to pull that valve cover off. So
Yeah, and whenever you take it off, the back bottom bolt has to come off with the valve cover. So you can't pull it out. There's not enough room between the valve cover and the cross member. So it
now
has to come out.
if you jack the engine up before you take that out, you might be able to get it
You
out.
might be able to, yeah. That's true. Same thing goes for the back coil on this side. It was kind of difficult to get out. If we would have jacked it up first, may have been a lot easier.
But everything on these looks pretty clean.
See it?
I think Logan said that it's recommended to use some RTV on these gaskets. Maybe that's why they leak. They don't look that old. So we've got some new Felpros to go on here. We'll get these off, get them cleaned up, get some RTV on these, and get them back in the car. So that's the plan next. Typical Subaru with the greased fingerprints. They all have them on the hood. Okay, Logan, this is it running. It's a different day. It's it running with the new valve cover gasket.
New valve cover gaskets, new spark plugs, and then of course the radiator fan shroud and alternator belt, serpentine belt shroud, whatever. So, seems to be running really well, and haven't seen any oil let yet. Not
But
to say,
give it time. It is a Subaru.
not to say that
it's gonna happen.
It's perfect, but you know, so far so good.
So let's take it for a rip.
Yep.
Been a girl in here or something? I was in the dash. No chance of that. Looks like he's upgraded his radio as well. What is this? A blah pump?
Close. They call it I-doing.
Oh,
You know, that's American made.
you know it is.
This thing's loud.
You know, it sounds loud.
It's loud. I won't lie to you about it.
Yeah, we don't want to make the neighbors look mad. So, this thing seems to run pretty good for having so much work done.
But it runs good. It needs a new exhaust.
I wouldn't worry about it. You'll never drive it enough to really worry about the exhaust. This will be one of the few times that he drives it.
Listen, I've got a warning light on.
That's a TPMS.
It stays on. It's a bad sensor, I'm sure of it.
You know,
Will we make this?
everybody hears this car, they expect to look up and see some teenager.
That's right.
Not a 40-year-old man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this 40?
I mean, close enough, right?
I'm closer to 30 than 40. Not you though.
Ouch.
That's a race car.
That was not race car. That was annoyingly loud. If that was.
I agree.
Okay, guys, test drive, which he's test drove it several times since we done the valve cover gaskets, but so far so good. Great, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. You guys seen it run? So far, no leaks. He's gonna drive it for a while when he does drive it.
But it's a Subaru,
Yeah,
so it's gonna leak.
it's gonna leak somewhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully not from the valve cover gaskets, because we got those brand new ones on there. Took us maybe 3 to 3.5 hours, something like that. Not too bad.
30 minutes of that was looking for a bolt.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped a bolt.
That was definitely not me. That was definitely not me. But hey, guys, we're going to try to get some more content out. If we can do anything better or show more of kind of what we're doing more in depth, let us know. Let us know in the comments if we can change it up or add some things or take some things away. That'll help us out a lot. But we will try to get more videos up because we are doing some work on other vehicles. I've got another vehicle as well that we've not filmed anything on yet, and it needs a lot of work. It's a Ford. It's quality, but it definitely needs a lot of work. It's an old Ford truck, so we'll be filming some things on that. So just look forward to that, and
We'll see you guys next time.
all right, thanks for watching.